I want to know what you think makes a bonehead trucking company. All right, I need your suggestions. I'm fixing to tell you guys a couple of stories of what I heard just recently, what trucking companies are doing now. And I don't know how many are doing it. I can't imagine it's a whole lot, but we're going to talk about it. First of all, welcome to Bonehead Truckers. This is a place where we make fun of the dumb stuff we see out here on the road. So if you like this kind of garbage, make sure you subscribe to the channel and hit that like button. Hey, and if you got videos and pictures you want to send to see on Bonehead Truckers, send them to contact@boneheadtruckers.com. That's our email address. Or don't be like this guy. He sat there and he sent me a bonehead trucker on a piece of paper. No, actually, it was a nice note. Don't send it through snail mail, all right? If you do, send it with an SD card.
Come on, man.
See that? That's your IQ, buddy. 0.
How about that? Makes no sense whatsoever. But hey, let's just say that. Hey, maybe P.O. Box 1856, Wascom, Texas 75692. Who knows? You guys may want to do something like that. Send an SD card. I don't know how to get something there. Well, send an SD card. I never thought about that. Be a pain in the butt, but anyway. So I was in Oklahoma City at Reed Transport the other day, and the owner, we were sitting there talking about getting new drivers, you know, talking about the growth, right? They have some company that they're growing. They're about to get some new trucks and stuff like that. So we're sitting here talking about, you know, getting drivers on, and he was sitting there talking about a couple of drivers, maybe one driver, maybe two drivers, but two different stories. Sitting there talking about, well, I need at least 75 cents a mile, and I get it. You guys want 75 cents a mile, but let me just say, if you're an OTR gig, just do an OTR, no specialized, no dedicated, no local, just point A to point B type stuff. You're not going to get 75 cents a mile anywhere. let me just say, yeah, okay, if you're running dedicated, you're local, tanker, flatbed, doing specialized stuff, yeah, you get that. But you're not going to get it just dry van. You're just not going to get it there. And I'm sorry, just ain't going to do it. And if you do find that gig is an OTR gig, welcome to getting under 2,000 miles a week. I'm just saying. Let's be realistic. 75 cents a mile? I mean, I thought it's got to be 1099 or something, because there's something going on there. But that's not what makes a bonehead trucking company, all right? That's not what this is about. Bonehead trucking company can go over different ways, right? Lease purchase stuff, you know, that sort of stuff. Lack of training. But here's one that I did not know what was. I didn't know this was going on. So we were sitting there talking, and it was like, one driver was like, can you sign me out of my ELD and sign me into another? That way they could run, you know, 4,000 miles a week consistently. I'm like, no. No. It was like, well, my driver, my previous company, or the company I'm working at now, we do that all the time, and I get 4,000 miles a week, every week as a solo driver. I can't believe in 2024 we're actually having this conversation. So let me know if this is actually a thing going on, because I didn't know it was a thing. I knew the reason why we have ELDs is because some of us ran loose leaf logbooks and 2 logbooks, and we just, hey, we mess up or we need more hours, we're just rewriting our logbook. We're rewriting our freaking hours. That's what we're doing. Oop, I just took a 10-hour break after I drove 700 miles. I get to go another 700 if I wanted to. That's what we were doing. And some people are doing worse things than that. And let me just say, if you guys want to blame it, if you want to blame the ELDs, blame our generation. Our generation. And the generation came before me, because I wasn't the first. I was more towards that tail end in my 20s. Yeah, so you're welcome. But let me just say this. A freaking driver sitting there wanting to do that. Let me point this out to you, driver, if you're watching this. If you do that, you get caught, or you have an accident, God forbid someone passes away, you go to jail. You pay the price, the ultimate price for that, besides the person that's a victim of your stupidity. You are, not the company. Will the company get sued? Yeah. They got insurance for that. Do you know that? Do you know they ain't going to pay a dime because there's insurance that covers that? You're the one that's making $80,000 a year, lost his CDL, in jail, and you're driving a forklift or flipping burgers or whatever, trying to make it at 40,000, if that, a year. Think about that before you go around asking dumb questions like, "Hey, over here at your company that you got, can we cheat our logs?" No. If you need to cheat your logs to make money, then possibly you are at the wrong trucking company. In your opinion out there, drivers watching this, what makes a bonehead trucking company? Is it the lack of maintenance? Is it the lack of training? I can think of all sorts of companies for that. Is it the lease purchase? I can think of a lot of companies about that too. And I'm not saying all lease purchase is bad. Some of them are good. You just have to go and just look at what's going on out there. When they say lease purchase, what is it going to take to purchase it? It's one thing to lease it, right? You lease a truck that you'll never own. You're just paying rent for it. But lease purchase, it's kind of like going to errands, a rent-a-center for a truck. Let me know what you guys think about this. Hey, no four-wheeler Friday this week, okay? This is your Friday video, all right? But I want your participation in the comments down below. I appreciate it. Boneheadtruckers.com. Get the shirt. They're pretty, okay? But I will say this. If you're going to buy a shirt one size up from what you regularly wear, okay? Because they will get tight on you. So, or maybe we should lose weight. If you wear an XL, get you a 2XL. They do get small, and people have complained about them being too small after a wash. So there's that. I appreciate you guys watching Bonehead Truckers. But you look at this backup job right here. What did this guy do? That's me. I did that. Yeah, I'm not very straight. But hey, I barked down here. I'm at a freaking mall, man. I'm at a freaking mall. I booked this load off the DAT load board, all right, and it paid really good, and I couldn't turn it down, and guess what? There's a reason why I pay so much. Hey, TRC Freight, all right, 88%, all right, come get you some. If you're an owner-operator out there looking for a good place to work with, all that kind of good stuff, come over here, trcandme.com, and yes, you too can do a horrible back job at a mall in New Orleans, Louisiana, just like me. trcandme.com.